Hello and welcome to Ultimate Custom Night. I have spent the better part of the last 3 hours trying to get a good recording of this game, and I think I finally managed to get a good setup for my microphone and for the in-game audio. OBS, the current software I'm using to record this, really doesn't like this game for some reason. So if the audio seems a bit fizzly, my apologies. I am planning on trying to do all of the challenges for this game, and 50-20 mode, where all of these fine fellows on your screen are at their maximum difficulty. I managed to get as far as Bears Attack 3, the third challenge, before I stopped the recording due to a string of losses, and then found out that the audio was awful. I have something like 3.5 hours of practice under my belt now, so I should be able to just steamroll through this game. That is, however, not going to happen, as I'm going to get vibe checked quite often, as I'm not particularly competent at this game. Anyway, let's just dive straight in. Here are the controls. Sorry, I bumped my mic a bit. I'm going to try and avoid that menu as much as possible because it makes it very difficult to hear me speak because the music is unmutable. Okay, some explanation of what's going on. First off, this is heat, which is one of the biggest threats I have. If I let it get too high, pretty much all of them start moving faster. Okay. They get more aggressive, and eventually if I let it get too high, the building starts to burn. So we don't want that. That is just a random, non-threatening prop called Candy Connect, and I don't have to worry about it. Okay. That is Freddy Fazbear himself. Oh.
Yar, who touched me bird?
Oh. As you can probably tell, they don't like to give you much time to think for yourself. Okay. He's on his way. He just walks up to your door, and if you shut it in his face, he goes away. Heat, you can't let it build up too much or they get aggressive, but to get rid of the heat, you have to turn on this fan.
Please deposit 5 coins.
Oh, you're a problem.
Please deposit 5 coins. Please deposit 5.
There's
Thank
your
you
coins.
for depositing 5 coins.
Have your blood money and shuff off. I don't think... Shuff off? Was that a word? Whatever. He's coming. Stop.
Please deposit 5 coins.
Yar, who touched me
Please
bird?
deposit 5 coins. Please deposit
Give me
5
coins.
coins. Thank
Go
you for
away.
depositing 5 coins.
Okay. Okay. I am under barrage. Open that door. He wants money, which can be seen up there, and if you don't, he checks your head through the wall. He walks over to your door.
Please deposit 5. Thank you for depositing
My,
5
you're
coins.
feeling real greedy today. You're not typically that annoying. That laugh comes from a dude up in this vent. You shut it in his face and he goes away. He just walks up to your door, shut it in his face, he goes away.
Yar, who touched me bird?
There's a power generator, which you really ought to have on, because otherwise you run out of power, and then you can't shut any of these doors, and I think you just kind of die after that. But it does make a noise, which isn't good. This dude, who you can see the vague outline of, slowly phases in, and you have to flash your flashlight in his face, and that makes him go away. That is one of the nightmares that are at your doors, and they'll do that dumb little laugh. There's one at each door, they'll laugh, you shut the door in their face, and they go away into the shadow realm.
Yarg, how may I be of service to ya?
If you click on that bird, he'll give you some manner of bonus. Or he'll just cap you in the head if he's in a bad mood that day. Okay, that's the vent laugh boy dealt with again. The ventilation will constantly pretty much break down and you have to reset it. If you don't, you die of oxygen deprivation. Ooh, my ears. I have a new headset that I have a new let's get back into it. From what I heard on my recordings, you can't really hear my voice in the menu. But so I'm just gonna move past that. Now, there's some new of them. This is the next step up in difficulty. There's those little jibber-jabbers over there who you might have seen for a split second, who, if you let them build up, summon their father, who bench presses you over the desk and through the floor. Go away. Go away! Jesus.
That game was totally rigged!
I hadn't gotten to him yet. He is on one of the cameras, and he's playing his own version of this game. But he's particularly bad at it. So you have to play it for him. Luckily, it's a much simpler version with one opponent, but he is so incompetent that he's probably the #1 killer for me. And you typically have to deal with him in like the first 30 seconds, or you're screwed. Let's try that from the top, shall we? Oh, how generous of you. Me and my face that you're trying to turn into a pancake. Really appreciate that. Oh, stop it, will you? Okay, now, before... Okay, that's him fixed for the next few seconds. Don't know if I mentioned the golden lump there on the floor. You just have to pull up your mask or the camera and he goes away. Let's get the fan on.
Uh-oh, how unfortunate. Uh-oh, how unfortunate. I know how much you like to fight, so I'll add a new problem to your night.
What can I do for ya?
Well, as the gremlin child there just said, I now have a new threat in here somewhere. And I don't know what it is. That little pink thing is called Dee Dee, and it is universally hated. How are you doing? You're doing fine. Okay. The little... Oh, what now? Okay, they're all... That little dude, he just shows up on occasion and... Okay, let's use on. He just shows up on occasion and makes some noise if you don't click on him.
Please deposit 5 coins. Thank you for depositing 5 coins.
Okay, so you might have noticed the Blue Man group over there. That's called Toy Bonnie. Oh my god, my brain is like sizzling at this point. Go away, will you?
Please
Don't you
bother.
hate getting killed by obscure secondary characters?
That dude is called Ned. He's in the duct system. And in my scramble to deal with that irritating Blue Man group ripoff over there in the corner, I didn't get to check on him. You have to lure him away. Oh, sorry, I hit my mic. You have to lure him away with an audio cues in the duct system. You now see why Dee Dee is universally hated, because suddenly Blue Man group started showing up. Oh yes, 2% power. That's helpful. Oh boy. Oh, what have you done to my office? Sometimes the office, when you're doing these challenge modes, just changes to a random look. Wait a moment. Yeah, I thought so. This... Most irritating thing about Dee Dee there is that if you... Dee Dee there, if you just die and come back, whatever animatronic they activated is still active. So, oh yeah. Clown Boy, there, I played your game for you. Okay. Almost have enough money for him if he decides to get uppity. Turn that on. Go away, Vent Boy. Come on, Freddy. I don't have all day. There you go. Go away. Same with you, Golden Lump. They really like to bash their heads against the door. Okay, let's turn that off. You're fine. Oh, this game is a scramble. And this isn't even like... This is like a tenth of the characters you have to deal with.
Thank you for depositing 5 coins.
There's his blood money. Okay. Vent on again. He's on his way. He's at my door.
Yar, who touched me bird?
Fix the sound.
That game was totally rigged!
I forgot about useless over there. I'm gonna call this a gameplay for the time being, and I'll probably come back to it maybe in the morning after I've had my tea to wake me up, because I keep forgetting about Clown Boy off in the corner. I hope you enjoyed that mad dash scramble with a little bit of explanation, because that's all it was. My brain is like fizzling. Yes, thank you for the bonus 2% back. I hope you have a good day. And I hope that this actually recorded my audio and you're not going to be listening to like a mouse in the corner of your ear speaking, because this is definitely going up on my channel. I am not doing another round of this.